Hey guys, welcome to Unit 3, Section 1, the geosphere. We're going to start off with, what does a geosphere look like? What are we talking about when we talk about rocks? Is it just rocks? The answer is no. First of all, we've already said the geosphere, solid part of Earth. We have this little picture here. What would the Earth look like without the water on it? You can see that. I like that. Most of the geosphere, we know, is found within Earth's interior. So it's that part, it's the Earth itself with everything else surrounding it. Okay? So what does it look like inside? How do we know? Well, we know about what Earth looks like because we've studied what happens. Even though we can't get in there, we know behaviors from it. Just like you guys know what the sixth side of the cube looked like because you could see the other 5 cubes, we do the same thing. We're using those correlations. So even though we can't test it ourselves, we use other information. So it's studied using correlations. Specifically, we use seismic waves, the waves from an earthquake. As you can see down here, this is what you'd expect the waves of an earthquake to do, because we know when an earthquake happens, they send out tremors all over the earth. This is how we'd expect them to behave when they go through the earth, but they don't. Okay? They actually change their speed and direction. What we're seeing is this. Okay. We have the first part of those waves behaving as they ought, but then we have these areas over here we call blind zones, where there's no waves, and actually there's not even S waves. So if you remember from your earth science days, P waves and S waves, 2 types of different waves that earthquakes create. We have this whole shadow zone down here that's highlighted in green, where the S waves don't travel. So why don't they travel that way? There has to be something blocking them. In other words, it's this liquid inner core. And we know it's liquid because it can't travel, S waves can't travel through liquid. So this is how we know what the interior looks like, because of how the waves behave, or what we don't see. Those layers are 2 main ways to describe the layers. The first way is the compositional layers. Okay, you're going to see them over here on your left. These are the ones you're familiar with. You've got the crust, the mantle, and the core. They're called the compositional layers because that's what they're composed of, the material that makes them up. And you can see if you read through descriptions that you have dense materials, you've got iron-rich materials, and then you also have the iron and nickel materials there. So these are your 3 main layers based on their composition. What are they made of? On the other side, your right-hand side, we have the physical, or we call it mechanical structural layers. Those are based on how the layers behave. Okay. The first layer we have is called the lithosphere. That's the outer rigid layer. It's the crust, but it's also actually part of the mantle itself. It's the layer that makes up our tectonic plates. When we talk about tectonic plates later, this is the layer you're looking for. Okay. So we have large tectonic plates that sit there. Right below it, you have the asthenosphere. Okay. I love that word, asthenosphere. Practice it. Asthenosphere. Okay. This is what we call a plastic layer. Plastic, you can see it right here, it's a plastic layer. Just sort of, you sort of think of it like Play-Doh or melted plastic, and that's where it gets it from. It's melted rock. Okay. It's not completely liquid, but it's definitely not a complete solid either. The rock flows very easily. And the asthenosphere is that molten layer that this plates sit on, that they move it around on. Now underneath the asthenosphere you have the mesosphere. Mesosphere literally means middle layer. You can see that in its description. You have a mesosphere in the atmosphere as well. Middle layer, that's all it means. This one, you've got a solid iron rents going from there. after that, you have your inner core and your outer core. Now, your outer core is liquid. Okay, that's what stops those S waves from traveling through. And then inside the very center of the Earth, you have your inner core. Now, the inner core is solid nickel. This is very, very hot, but it's also very, very dense. And there's so much gravity acting on it, it's so dense that it is a solid. So your inner core is solid as well. So those are your two different types of layers. We're going to be using mostly discussion our lithosphere and asthenosphere. So those I want you guys to know. Crust, mantle, core you should be familiar with. You want to be aware of the other guys from mechanical, but lithosphere and asthenosphere are going to come up into play when we talk about the Earth's tectonic plates. Okay. There are some other videos attached if you want to take a look at those to see how we know about what the Earth's inner core looks like. So take a peek at those, and we'll check back in a little bit.